When you're buying a pocket projector for your iPhone, the real question isn't how small it is or what the marketing says on the box, it's how well it actually performs in daily life. In 2025, I've seen too many projectors overpromise on features like 4K support or 10,000 lumens, but when you switch them on, they either lag like crazy or fade out the second you turn on a light. That's why, in this video, I'm focusing on the two things that truly decide whether your experience will be enjoyable: lag and brightness. Because if a projector lags, you won't use it. And if the brightness isn't strong enough, you'll only use it in a pitch-dark cave. I'll use the Simplify Tech Cine X as my main reference because it balances both better than most, but I'll explain the full picture so you can decide for yourself. Let's start with lag, because honestly, this is where most people get burned. You buy a budget projector, connect it to your iPhone through wireless mirroring, and the first thing you notice is that your actions don't match the screen. You tap on Safari, and there's a noticeable delay before the projector reacts. Try playing a game, and it feels impossible. You shoot, and half a second later it shows on screen. That gap kills the experience. Now, with the Cine X, wireless latency is much lower. You can still browse apps, scroll TikTok, or even play lighter games without feeling that disconnect. And the real game changer is USB-C. Because the iPhone 17 finally supports USB-C natively, you just plug in a simple adapter, run HDMI to the projector, and suddenly you're lag-free. It feels instant, exactly like holding the phone in your hand, except now it's projected at 80 or 100 inches. For anyone who cares about responsiveness, gamers, professionals, students, wired mode turns Cine X from just another portable gadget into a proper tool. And here's the best part, it's plug and play. No drivers, no setup headaches. That simplicity is why I rate it so highly. Brightness is the second factor, and honestly, it's where you separate toys from actual usable projectors. Most pocket projectors look decent if you test them in a pitch-black bedroom. But the moment you introduce even a little ambient light, maybe a lamp in your living room, or a hallway light spilling in, the picture washes out completely. Colors flatten, blacks turn gray, and text is barely legible. This is why lumen ratings can be misleading. You'll see brands throwing around 8,000 or 10,000 lumens, but that number doesn't reflect real-world performance. What matters is how the image looks when you're actually sitting down to use it. When I tested Cine X, it held up much better than others in this category. In a dark room, the image was crisp and vibrant, no surprise there. But in a dimly lit room, it kept its contrast and stayed perfectly watchable. Outdoors, after sunset, Cine X could still comfortably project an 80 to 100 inch image without feeling washed out, while cheaper projectors basically disappeared. And that's a huge difference, because the whole point of a pocket projector is flexibility. You want to use it in different environments, not be chained to perfect darkness every single time. Now let's talk about how these two factors, lag and brightness, actually impact your everyday life, because this is where people don't think far enough. Imagine you're lying in bed after a long day. You don't want to hold your iPhone above your face, straining your neck, and you definitely don't want a heavy TV mounted in your bedroom. With a pocket projector, you put Cine X on the nightstand, point it at the wall or even the ceiling, and within seconds, your iPhone screen is mirrored. Because the lag is low, you can still use your phone normally, browse, open Netflix, or call someone on FaceTime. And because the brightness holds up, you don't have to switch off every single light in the house just to see clearly. That's comfort, and it's something most projectors fail to deliver. Or picture this, you're traveling. Hotel TVs are unpredictable, half of them don't have the right ports, and many are locked down by the hotel's system. A pocket projector solves this in seconds. You connect your iPhone through USB-C, place the projector against the wall, and suddenly you've got a full screen setup that feels familiar. No lag, no compatibility issues, no waiting for hotel staff to help you switch inputs. And if you're outdoors with friends after sunset, you pull Cine X out of your pocket, point it at a smooth wall or even a sheet, and because of the brightness levels, everyone can enjoy it without squinting. That's where it shines. Of course, not everything is perfect. Even CineX, as good as it is, still performs best in dim or dark conditions. No pocket projector can beat a high-end living room TV in daylight. That's just physics. And wireless will always carry some latency compared to wired, no matter how good the connection is. But the key difference is that CineX minimizes these limitations enough that they don't get in the way of daily use. You can actually build habits around it. Movie nights, late-night binge sessions, casual gaming, instead of treating it like a gimmick you bought and never use. So here's the honest conclusion. The best pocket projector for iPhone in 2025 isn't the one with the flashiest numbers or the cheapest price tag. It's the one that nails lag and brightness, because those two decide whether you'll use it every day or shove it in a drawer. CineX handles both better than most of its competitors. Wireless is smooth enough for casual use. Wired USB-C is flawless for zero-lag performance, and brightness holds up in more environments than you'd expect from something that literally fits in your pocket. If you find it in stock, I'll leave the link in the description. It does sell out quickly, but whether you buy it or not, at least now you know exactly what to look for when choosing a projector. Don't let the marketing distract you. Focus on lag, focus on brightness, and you'll end up with a setup that actually makes your iPhone feel like a big screen device.